Geographical linguistics. So, language geography is the branch of human geography that studies the geographic distribution of language. So, how language was distributed into different eras. So, two principal fields of study: geography of languages. It deals with the distribution through history and space of languages. That it discusses that how language was distributed in different periods of history, and then in different spaces, from one region to another region, from one country to another country. So, for example, if we are discussing the different branches of the Proto-Indo-European family, so we can discuss that how one mother language was divided into daughter languages on the basis of their culture and on the basis of their space or areas. Second thing is geolinguistic, the study of political, economic and cultural processes that affect the status and distribution of languages. Obviously, the economical, political features are very important, and the culture is very important. If we look at the second period of English language, we find that during the Middle English, the aristocracy was using French language, whereas common man was using English as their main language. So, linguistic geography, which deals with the regional linguistic variation within languages, also called dialect geography. So, regional linguistic variation are discusses, which is obviously we have varieties which or we have dialects which discusses language on the basis of the region, obviously on the class groups as well. So dialect or varieties basically studies three main features: the pronunciation of the community, the grammar of the community, and the vocabulary of the community. So out of these three things, two things are very important to define a certain variety or a certain dialect. For example, the grammar and the vocabulary. To some extent, pronunciation has less importance in this regard. So, linguistic geography can also refer to studies of how people talk about the landscape, how people talk about the physical feature where they are, and toponymy, how people name different places where they live, and ethno ecology. This is the combination of anthropological linguistics, which study basically cultures, and under this ethno ecology, the linguists study the cultures with reference to the physical features of the place where a certain language is found. How do people use language in relation with the physical feature, because they affect on the language. Peter Trudgell says, linguistic geography has been geographical only in the sense that it has been concerned with the spatial distribution of linguistic phenomena. So he says that it's spatial, that we concern with the division of the space with reference to time. A common production of linguistic investigators of the dialects is the shaded and dotted map to show where one linguistic feature ends and another begins or overlaps. So the linguist who studies geography of languages, he actually keeps on making maps that how the division of languages or variety or dialects of the languages are used in certain areas, and where they are different from each other and where they overlaps. In this regard, a language map was prepared of England, which keeps on changing as a result of further research, which shows that when a language was used in a certain area in the period of time, and how with the passage of time the same language or the same variety mixed up with another variety, and then the period of the language changes. So geographical linguistics studies language with regards to the geographical features of a certain land or certain country or region.